Imagine being one of the most powerful people in the world, yet feeling like your very presence puts everyone around you in danger. For Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, this isn't a plot from a political thriller. It's his daily reality. On Friday, May 15, 2026, Justice Thomas broke his silence on the escalating threats against the nation's highest court. He used one word to describe the current state of judicial safety: Dicey. But what did he mean by that? And why is the longest-serving justice on the bench suddenly sounding the alarm about a wrong direction for America? Today, we go inside the rare and chilling warnings from Justice Clarence Thomas. Addressing a group of judges and lawyers at a conference in Florida, Justice Thomas didn't hold back. He looked back at his early days on the bench in the early 90s and compared it to the fortress-like security of today. Back then, he could walk the streets with relative ease. Today, he says, it has become very, very dicey. The Supreme Court is currently asking Congress for millions of dollars in additional funding, not just for law books or research, but for physical and cyber security. When a justice says he can no longer take part in activities outside the courthouse without fear, something has fundamentally shifted in the American experiment. Justice Thomas went deeper than just physical threats. He reflected on his recent decision to appear remotely at events he was supposed to attend in person. His reason: he didn't want to endanger anyone just by being there. He lamented that this necessity shows exactly how far the nation has traveled, and in his words, "We have come a long way in the wrong direction." This isn't just about one man, it's about the sanctity of the judiciary. For Thomas, the rise of modern progressivism and the intense polarization of the country have turned the court from a place of quiet deliberation into a target for unprecedented hostility. During his remarks, Thomas also touched on a personal note that many found telling. He spoke about how much he misses the good people and the collegiality of the court from decades ago. He noted that the environment has changed, becoming more acerbic and less focused on the foundational principles of the Constitution. Earlier this spring, in a fiery speech at the University of Texas, he warned that the values of the Declaration of Independence have fallen out of favor. To Thomas, the physical threats he faces are just a symptom of a much deeper philosophical rot that he believes is threatening the very bedrock of the United States. This isn't just a Clarence Thomas issue. The entire Supreme Court has been under a microscope like never before since the landmark rulings of recent years. We've seen protesters at justices' homes, thwarted assassination plots, and a massive surge in cyber threats. But coming from Thomas, a man who has seen it all over 3 decades, the warning carries a different weight. He isn't just asking for more bodyguards. He is asking for a return to a time when disagreement didn't equal a death threat. He is calling out a culture where doing what is right now requires a level of courage that should never be necessary in a free society. As Justice Thomas prepares for the next term, his words leave us with a haunting question. If the interpreters of our laws are living in fear, can the law itself remain blind and impartial? Thomas remains a steadfast originalist, clinging to the Constitution as a common bedrock. But as the security perimeters grow wider and the threats become more dicey, the gap between the court and the public seems to be growing. Justice Thomas is sounding the alarm. The question is anyone listening, or have we already traveled too far in the wrong direction to turn back? What is your take on Justice Thomas's warnings? Is the heightened security a necessary evil of our times, or a sign that our political discourse has reached a breaking point? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to stay updated on the most important stories shaping the nation, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives. We'll see you in the next one.